The story kicks off with a professional matchmaker named Lucy. She's renowned for expertly arranging marriages across New York City. Her days revolve around chatting with singles about how their dates turned out. At the moment, a man is telling her he didn't like the woman she matched him with. Meanwhile, that same woman is thrilled. She really liked him. Lucy has to break the news gently. The man wasn't that into her. She reassures her, "Don't worry, I'll set you up with someone else." Lucy then recommends a guy named Mark, but the woman, Sophie, complains about his height. He says he's 5'11", but I swear he's more like 5'9", she says. Lucy brushes it off, telling her that a couple of inches shouldn't matter, and encourages her to go on the date anyway. Lucy's company is also celebrating her recent successes. 2 of her clients are tying the knot, and that marks Lucy's 9th successful match leading to marriage. She and a co-worker talk about Sophie, saying she's average in most things. Nothing really unique stands out, and that's exactly why Lucy feels she should get married, because she's genuinely a nice person. Their conversation shifts to modern height enhancement surgeries. Men nowadays are getting procedures to add up to 6 inches of height. Lucy says if someone can afford it, they should definitely consider it. The next scene is at a wedding Lucy organized. Here, we're introduced to a man named Harry. He's standing nearby and hears Lucy talking to a group of women about the importance of choosing the right partner. They're impressed and all hand her their business cards, but then trouble arises. The bride, Charlotte, is in bed, visibly upset and not getting ready. She's anxious and running late. She expresses doubts, saying, "I'm a modern woman. I could have done anything with my life, and now I'm just getting married." Lucy responds, "I understand, but tell me, if you really don't want to go through with this, I'll help you leave." Charlotte says, "I have to. Too much money has already been spent." Lucy then asks, "All right, then tell me why you want to marry Peter. Your secret will stay safe with me." Charlotte admits, "Because when my sister looks at Peter, she gets jealous. He's better looking than her husband and earns more. I feel like I've won." Lucy asks if that's enough of a reason. Charlotte still says yes, so the wedding goes on. After the ceremony, Lucy meets Harry, Peter's brother. He tells her, "I overheard your talk earlier. You were impressive. You really convinced those women." Harry starts asking about her profession. "So, you must know a lot about love, right?" Lucy replies, "I know a lot about dating. It's trial and error. It comes with risk and heartbreak, but love just happens." She tries recruiting Harry as a client, saying he'd be a dream match for many women. Harry is tall, attractive, and wealthy. Just then, Lucy's ex-boyfriend John walks in. He's now working as a server and brings her favorite drink. They reconnect briefly. Later, Lucy steps outside to talk with him. John asks, "So, how'd you match these two?" Lucy explains, "They come from similar financial backgrounds, share the same political beliefs, are both attractive, and both rich." John responds, "Well, I'm broke and my family is a mess. Does that make us soulmates?" Lucy jokes, "Maybe." We learn John had dreams of becoming an actor, but things haven't worked out. He's working odd jobs now. Lucy says she missed him. John asks if she's dating someone. Lucy says no. He steps closer and says he missed her too. He then offers to give her a ride home, and she agrees. Before leaving, Lucy gives Harry her business card, saying she can help find someone for him, but Harry surprises her. "I don't want to hire you. I want to date you." Lucy laughs, saying, "You wouldn't want to. I only date now if it could lead to marriage, and I want to marry someone extremely wealthy." John watches from a distance as Lucy leaves with him. In the car, she smiles and says, "Your car still smells the same." We flash back to when Lucy and John were dating on their 5-year anniversary. John was late for dinner because he couldn't find cheap parking. They argue. Lucy storms out of the car saying, "I hate that I'm mad at you for being broke, but I am." She had hoped for a meaningful celebration, but even that fell apart. Back in the present, John drops Lucy home. She asks, "Want to come in?" He hesitates and declines. As he leaves, she says, "Invite me to your play." The next day, Lucy is back to matchmaking. She listens to men in their 40s requesting girlfriends in their 20s or asking for fit and slim partners. Amidst it all, Lucy also starts dating Harry. Initially, she wasn't too interested, but over time, they grow closer. Harry takes her to high-end restaurants, brings her lavish flowers, always pays the bill, and spoils her. Lucy says, "You're spending a fortune on me." Harry smiles. "I just want to make our dates special." Lucy tells him, "Guys like you are rare. You're a fantasy in our industry. A unicorn. You've got everything. Money, height, charm, education. You're a perfect 10. I don't understand why you're into me. You could date someone younger, prettier. I'm actually in debt. I can't offer any dowry. According to the market, I'm not your ideal match." But Harry says he doesn't care about any of that. "I want a partner I can respect. Someone worldly, wise, and growing. And that's you. I've already got all the money I need." He then asks if she wants to take things to the next level. Lucy agrees. They head to Harry's luxurious villa. Lucy is stunned. She drops her phone just as John is calling. At the villa, Harry asks about her dream vacation and offers to take her there. Lucy asks, "How much did this place cost?" Harry says, $12 million. Cut to John's current living situation. He's sharing a rundown apartment with friends. The contrast is striking. His place is messy and barely livable. John had reached his limit with his difficult living situation. Meanwhile, Lucy woke up in the lavish apartment. Breakfast was already set out, and before heading to work, Harry handed her the keys to the place. Lucy began working remotely from the apartment, but something felt off. Sophie wasn't answering any of her calls. So Lucy decided to check in with Mark, the guy Sophie recently went on a date with. She asked, "Sophie hasn't gotten back to me. Can you at least tell me how your date went?" Mark replied positively, saying, "It went great. She's exactly the kind of woman I was hoping to meet." He even seemed excited to go on another date. Then, Lucy listened to a voice message from John. He was inviting her to come see his play. But once she got to the office, everything changed. Her boss informed her that Sophie had filed a legal complaint against their company because Mark had allegedly assaulted her. Lucy's boss warned her, "You're not allowed to speak to Sophie. This isn't your fault, and these things do happen in our line of work. It's happened to me too." But Lucy wasn't able to shrug it off so easily. She began to panic. She locked herself in the bathroom and frantically started searching for information about Mark, feeling overwhelmed by guilt and disbelief. "How could I mess up this badly?" she thought, tears streaming down her face. Later, Lucy went with Harry to see John's performance. From the stage, John spotted the two of them sitting in the crowd. After the show, Lucy introduced Harry as her boyfriend and praised John's acting. "I was never as good as you, and you've only gotten better," she said. John, with a bit of sarcasm, commented on Harry. "Rich. Probably has a stable job, maybe even owns property." Lucy tried to change the subject, but John could tell something was wrong. She confessed, "I don't even think I'm good at my job anymore." John tried to comfort her. "Don't overthink it. Your job is dating. It's not the end of the world." But Lucy snapped, "Right, because dating's never serious, is it?" The following day, Lucy's demeanor at work had completely changed. She began lashing out at clients, telling them their expectations were ridiculous. "You're not ordering a customized product. You're looking for a human being," she said. Due to her behavior, her boss suggested she take some time off. "You're still affected by what happened," he said. But Lucy was resistant, saying, "If I walk away now, I might not come back." She was emotionally and mentally exhausted. Still, her boss reminded her, "People are picky because they're choosing a partner for life. That's what we do. We help them with that." Despite being told not to, Lucy decided to meet Sophie. When Sophie saw her, she ignored her and walked away. Lucy followed. Sophie finally turned to her and said, "I thought we were friends. Now I don't even know what to say." Lucy apologized and tried to explain she had no idea what kind of man Mark really was. But Sophie snapped back, "You knew his salary, his fake height, everything on paper, but somehow you didn't know he was dangerous." Sophie accused Lucy of treating her like defective goods, like someone she could just pass off to anyone. Broken and humiliated, Lucy called John. He dropped everything to listen. Lucy told him she made a huge mistake. John asked if he should come over, but Lucy said, "No, I'm going to Harry's. We're supposed to leave for vacation." While packing at Harry's, Lucy spotted an engagement ring. Later that night, she noticed a scar on Harry's leg. He got up and left the room, but Lucy followed. She realized it was from cosmetic surgery to increase his height. Lucy said, "It's okay. I've had 2 surgeries myself." Harry revealed both he and his brother had undergone height surgery, and it completely changed their lives. Suddenly, women were approaching them. Lucy sat in silence, thinking deeply. She finally said, "You should take this trip alone. This isn't going to work. We don't love each other, and money can't fix fix that. Harry admitted, I don't even think I know what love feels like. I've never experienced it. Lucy replied, when it hits you, love will feel like the easiest thing in the world. Harry confessed he used to be 5'6" and added, if I were still that height, I wouldn't have had a chance with you. Lucy looked at him and said, you still would have. The scene transitions to John's apartment. Lucy is waiting outside. John comes out, all dressed up. Lucy says, I was supposed to be in Iceland right now, but I didn't go, and I already sublet my place for the week. It was clear she planned to stay with John, but John said, you can't stay here. Then softening, added, come on, let's go for a drive. Maybe we'll find somewhere along the way. They ended up following catering trucks and arrived at a random wedding. Sitting far away from the guests, Lucy said, these two will hate each other someday for no reason. They'll break up, fight over stuff, and get divorced. Later, they dressed up and went to dinner, danced, and even started to kiss. But John suddenly pulled away and stepped outside. He asked, what are we doing? Are we back together? Lucy said, I don't know. John demanded honesty. Did you come to me just to forget your boyfriend? Or because you feel bad for me, a guy who's failed at everything? Lucy replied, no. John said, when I look at you, I imagine little kids with your face, and I think, how could someone like you live with someone like me? I'm still broke, still stuck. Lucy admitted, it's not about you, it's me. I'm shallow, I'm materialistic. Even now I'm calculating what life would be like with you. Crappy dinners, an old car. I'm still doing the math. How could you love someone like that? She walked away. Just then, Lucy got a call from Sophie. That guy, Mark, he's outside my place. I didn't know who else to call. Sophie had already contacted the police, but they said they couldn't do anything unless Mark tried to enter. He was just ringing the doorbell non-stop. Lucy told her, don't open the door. I'm on my way. Lucy and John rushed over. By the time they arrived, Mark had left. Inside, Lucy comforted Sophie, who was crying in fear. Through her tears, Sophie laughed and said, I seriously need a boyfriend. I can't keep calling my matchmaker in emergencies. Lucy smiled and replied, you'll find someone. I believe in that. The next morning, John was still there. He told Lucy, you once asked why I love you. Well, loving you is the easiest thing I've ever done. Lucy responded, I love you too, more than you know. John smiled and said, I've overthought everything for too long, but I love you now like I did before, and I'll keep loving you till the day I die. That's a lifetime offer. Take it if you want it. Lucy whispered, deal. John decided it was time to get a real job. He also committed to finally pursuing acting properly. A short while later, we see him walking with a takeout box of chicken and rice heading toward Lucy. At the same time, Lucy gets a call from her boss. I'm moving to the London office. I recommended you to replace me here. Lucy laughs and says, that's funny. I was just about to submit my resignation letter. Her boss insists, don't quit. Ask for any salary you want. You'll get it. Just think about it. John shows up. He proposes to Lucy with a flower ring. And with that, this story comes to an end. Let us know how you like the explanation in the comments. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.